The phase of the skill is the preparation phase. The mechanical purpose of this phase is to prepare your body to generate as maximum force as possible to be able to maximize the height of the vertical jump in the jump smash. In this video I will be comparing and contrasting my technique to the perfect technique, and also offering any feedback to myself to improve. A major error in my technique compared with the perfect technique is, as you can see when I get into this phase of the prep phase, my knee flexion and hip flexion is nowhere near as much as the perfect player. As you can see, the knee and hip flexion there is less than what is there. The knee flexion is caused by the agonist of the hamstrings, while the antagonist is the quadriceps, while the hip flexion is caused by the agonist of hip flexors and the antagonist of gluteus maximus. This error impacts on the outcome of the mechanical purpose of this phase because I am unable to use the biomechanical principle of force summation properly. Force summation states that to generate maximum force you must use your larger body segments like your hips, knees and trunk through to the smaller muscle segments such as your shoulders and your elbows to generate as much maximum force as possible. Likewise, it says that you must use the full range of motion of all joints involved. As you can see, by not using the full range of motion of my knees and my hips, I am minimizing or changing the amount of range of motion the joints can go through, therefore decreasing the amount of force that can be produced. This interrelates with another biomechanical principle, which is Newton's third law. Newton's third law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. In this case, you can see that I, through force summation, am applying a force down into the ground, and the ground will apply an equal and opposite ground reaction force. Therefore, that will apply the force to me, and I will travel up in the air in the jump. But because I have decreased the amount of force into the ground, I'll have a lesser resultant ground reaction force. Therefore, I will travel less height in my vertical jump, and therefore the height of release of the shuttlecock will be less. So as you can see on the right there, that's the height of that vertical jump, and on the perfect he's almost double my height. To improve my performance, what I need to do is I need to make sure that when I get into the end part of the preparation phase, I increase the amount of hip and knee flexion. Therefore, that will increase the amount of range of motion that I'm adding to the force summation, and therefore I am going to increase the amount of force that I apply into the ground, and therefore that will mean I'll get a greater ground reaction force going upwards. Therefore I'll travel higher and increase the height of release of the shuttlecock. This means I'll be able to get over the shuttlecock, and it will be harder to return by the opposition player.